everyone. Welcome to our course, Green Economy from China's Stories. In the last lesson, we studied and discussed 5 hot issues of ecological economics. Today, we will further explore a frontier issue of ecological economics. Are industrial ecology and ecological industrialization the same thing? Here is a video, Industrial Ecology and Ecological Industrialization.
社发展就是要生态产业化、产业生态化，充满生机和活力的万里长江将不久会再次呈现在世人面前。
We can see that green development serves as the foundation for both the industrial ecology and ecological industrialization. Now we are going to learn about the current industrial ecology from 4 aspects. Namely, what is industrial ecology? The origin and progress of industrial ecology, the ways of industrial ecology, and the analysis of industrial ecology. What is industrial ecology? We need to distinguish between industrial ecology and ecological industrialization. Industrial ecology is to couple and optimize industrial system, natural system, and social system in a specific geographical space within the carrying capacity of natural system, following the organic circulation mechanism of industrial natural ecology, to make full use of resources, eliminate environmental damage, and coordinate the sustainable development of nature, society, and economy. For ecological industrialization, the organic agriculture, agricultural product processing, rural tourism are vigorously developed, and integrative development of industries achieved under the principle of green background, ecology first, to realize an advantageous, high-quality economic development with distinctive features and core competitiveness. To develop industrial ecology, we have to vigorously promote resource-saving technologies for production, establish a resource-saving industrial structure system, reduce the damage to environmental resources, and advocate green and environment-friendly consumption. Referring to the integrated model in the ecosystem, the industrial ecological thought is designed to systematically balance the relationship between industrial activities and resources and environment, instead of improve the material circulation and resource utilization efficiency in a single department or a process. Then what are the origin and progress of industrial ecology? Now we come to the second point, the origin of industrial ecology. The first industrial ecology was born in Kalundborg, Denmark, in the 1970s. In this industrial park, power plants, refinery, biopharmaceutical plant, gypsum plant, waterwork, and fish farm spontaneously formed an industrial metabolic exchange system. This industrial symbiosis forms an ecological predator chain, saving the factor cost, increasing the production efficiency, and reducing the pollution to the environment. The enterprises in Kalundborg Eco-Industrial Park are complementary to each other and can properly combine and scale so as to provide the optimal quantity of exchange materials. After the 1990s, with the development of industrial ecology and proposal of eco-industrial parks, EIP, clean production, green industry, ecological industry, environmental protection, and sustainable development rose rapidly, and ecological industrial parks emerged and were trialed in some developed countries. In 1992, ecological transformation began and Clean Production Center was established in Burnside Industrial Park, Canada. In 1994, the American Commission for Sustainable Development planned to build 4 demonstrative eco-industrial parks: Fairfield, Cape Charles, Brownsville, namely Fairfield, Cape Charles, Brownsville, and Chattanooga. Canadian industrial parks started ecological transformation and development since 1995, and to date, 40 eco-industrial parks are under operation. France vigorously promotes the PALM program, and since 1995, 5 industrial areas have passed the PALM ecological certification. Transformation and upgrading of eco-industrial parks in Japan started in 1995, and at present, there are about 60 eco-industrial parks operating in the country. At present, eco-industrial parks are being planned or constructed, and industrial ecology is in the ascendant. In some developing countries, such as India, Indonesia, Thailand, the Philippines, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Namibia, and South Africa. So what are the ways to realize industrial ecology? The first way is material reduction. One core issue of industrial ecology is the ability of the enterprises in the industrial system to transfer and circulate materials. However, the material circulation in an ecological industrial system is not a closed cycle, but an internal one, an open system with input-output function. Meanwhile, the material circulation and metabolism between enterprises is the embodiment of the vitality and health of the ecological industry as a life system. During material input-output, the higher the efficiency of material circulation metabolism, the healthier the ecological industry system, and the higher the input-output benefit. The second way is to conduct life cycle assessment. Life cycle assessment is an environmental management tool for product systems and one of the ways to realize industrial ecology. It was proposed by the Society of Environmental Toxicology and Chemistry in 1990. At present, life cycle assessment is widely used to assess the industrial system's impact on the environment, and some countries are actively exploring the ways to develop new waste management plans based on the life cycle theory. According to 3M United States, life cycle assessment is to find a way to reduce or eliminate the waste in the whole process of the industrial system, from the manufacturing, processing, disposal, to disposal of hazardous waste. In an internal standard, life cycle assessment is defined as the analysis and assessment of the input, output, and their potential impact on the environment in the life of a product system. Thirdly, DEF is also a very important way. Design for the environment was first proposed by U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, in the 1990s. DEF is a product design concept and an important way to realize industrial ecology. Its aim is to allow enterprises, especially small enterprises, to thoroughly consider the environmental factor when designing products and process flow. The environment is protected and improved mainly through the cooperation of stakeholders. Product design, following this concept, can effectively reduce the safety, environment, and health hazards of products in the process of production, use, recovery, and disposal, so as to achieve both environmental and economic benefits. The fourth way is to implement the extended producer responsibility. According to the extended producer responsibility, originating from the German Packaging Order 1991, the packaging material manufacturers are obliged to dispose of the packaging waste. Under the extended producer responsibility, the manufacturers are required to take responsibility for the products in the whole life cycle, especially for the recycling, cyclic use, and final disposition of products after the end of its service life, so as to reduce the product's impact on the environment. In the current series of production processes, for new energy automobile, the design path of this system is critical. More flexible policies shall be designed for the extended producer responsibility, so that fund can be provided from different channels for the environment-friendly products. The fifth way is industrial symbiosis. The development of industrial symbiosis in Kalundborg, Denmark, in the 1970s provides a realistic basis for the theory of industrial ecology. Eco-industrial park, EIP, is the main form of industrial symbiosis, which was first proposed by some scholars at Cornell University in the early 1990s. The current industrial clusters in southern Jiangsu of China were designed based on the mechanism of industrial symbiosis. The ecological process of industrial clusters also requires the joint efforts of the government, trade association, and enterprises to build an ecological symbiosis network. The government is suggested to promote the undergoing development of industrial symbiosis through reasonable, indispensable, and effective policies and legislation. Given the characteristics of industrial ecology and evaluation of standard industrial ecology, how to analyze industrial ecology? Now let's move on to the fourth aspect. Firstly, the circular economy. Industry ecology is a gradual process, where the anti-ecological characteristics of industry are weakened and the ecological characteristics strengthened. In this process, people create a new paradigm for the industrial system, integrate the artificial system into the operation mode of the natural ecological system, and gradually transform from a linear open system to a circular closed system to realize a circular economy. Circular economy is a new and advanced economic form, and a systematic project integrating economy, technology, and society. It is essentially an ecological economy, where the social and economic activities are mainly guided by the ecological law. The circular economy is technically and economically featured by improvement of the utilization efficiency of resources and reduction of the consumed resources and energy in the production process. Improvement of eco-efficiency is also an important evaluation method. Eco-efficiency, also known as ecological benefit, is an important benchmark of industrial ecology proposed by the World Business Council on Sustainable Development, WBCSD, in 1992. To achieve this ecology-based efficiency, the enterprises have to realize the recycling of materials and energy at the production level to reduce the pollutant discharge. The scholars explore the tunnel effect caused by cost cavern through evaluation of urban industrial ecological transformation and realization of environment improvement, industrial development, via ecological efficiency, which is China's special innovation product. Environmental labeling is also one important means of ecological industrialization evaluation. While accelerating the development of the tertiary industry, we shall actively advocate the concept of moderate consumption and green consumption and speed up the establishment of a green product system with China environmental labeling. From the perspective of a big ecosystem, to realize industrial ecology is to establish a big green industry, covering all primary, secondary, and tertiary industries. Industrial ecology is to promote the resource-saving technologies with little negative impact on the environment and high economic benefit in industrial and agricultural production, to continuously explore the management mode which is conducive to environment protection, can improve corporate benefit, to vigorously adjust the industrial structure, remove those sectors with obsolete equipment, high material consumption, high energy consumption, and serious pollution, set up a resource-saving national economic production system, and implement environmental labeling certification. Another important evaluation method is to evaluate its degree of industrial integration. The new ecological industry for production, use, and recycling of ecological products is developing continuously, enabling the ecological environment and industrial field to permeate and merge with each other in an all-round way, and realize the industrial ecology. The interaction between the ecology and industry will finally form an integrative complex, while the traditional tertiary industry is developing towards ecology. Ecology is a new industrial model that realizes harmonious development of and virtuous circle between the economic society and nature, and a senior form of industrial development, as well as the only way for industry integration. The ecological development have become a leading trend of industries in developed countries, and serve as a major thread and concept in the strategic choice and management legislation of national industry development at macro level, the construction and layout of regional industrial parks at medium level, and the production technology modification and management practice of enterprises at micro level. This development trend is reflected in the industry, agriculture, and tertiary industry, such as ecological industry, ecological agriculture, ecological tourism, and so on, boosting the high-quality development of these three industries. Today, we have learned and discussed what is industrial ecology, the origin and evolution of industrial ecology, the ways of industrial ecology, and the analysis of industrial ecology. Hopefully, we can fully understand industrial ecology from this class. Thank you. See you next time.